We're joined by Drexel head coach Amy Mallon and Amaris Baker. We'll start with a comment from Coach Mallon on the win and then open up for some questions.
Just so proud of this team today. I think just showing the resilience they did, especially that Delaware went on a 9-0 run, and just to stick to what we do. And we say it all year long. It's our defense that keeps us in games, and that certainly was the case today. Really just proud of how they were resilient, and then of course, Amaris stepping up and taking shots that we know she's capable of taking. She's been doing it all year long, but just really happy for this team. I think we've had some ups and downs. We've had this schedule this year that I think's really prepared us for where we are now. So to see that pay off, even at the end, the execution, the little things we need to do, and that's what you need to do this time of the year. So really proud of this group today.
Amaris, I think you had the game time bucket, the leading bucket, and then 2 free throws of the game on the line. What was going through your mind the last minute and a half there?
I was just remaining calm. I know things get rowdy, and I just want to be the calm to the storm piece to our team. So as long as that buzzer was 0-0 fourth quarter, I knew that we won a game. That's all I cared for.
All right, questions?
Coach, I want to start with the defense. 22 turnovers. There were points where the offense was struggling, but defensively you kept turning the ball over, forcing others to turn the ball over. Just your thoughts on the performance consistently from opening tip till the end of the game.
Well, we've said all year long, and especially going in today, our best offense is our defense, and I think that definitely showed today. The 22 turnovers were other possessions for us, and I think that really kept us where we need to be. So that was part of our game plan. And on the other end, us with only 13 turnovers. So it's one over what I like. Usually it's a 12. That's our number I practice when we talk about how many we're allowed before we might have to do a little extra running. So I think, just really proud of, I think that defensive piece, because that's what was our tone, what we set for today. And it certainly happened for us today.
One of the things you talked about during the week was getting the balance offensively. And just looking at the stat sheet, obviously Amaris with 19 points, but Hannah with 9, Brooke with 8, Sweeney with 9. Just your thoughts on the balance offensively, particularly in the second half when your players start stepping up down the stretch.
We've said it all year. We have to look at each other and know what each is capable of doing, and I think they're starting to see that, and they've shown that, especially in our final games in conference and then leading into today. And that's evident. We have seniors stepping up, and that's what you expect out of seniors at this time of the year. With Erin Sweeney, Hedda Satman, Brooke Mullen, and then just knowing Amaris has shown all year long she wants the ball in her hands in crucial moments, and she's that person for us. So we're excited that she stepped up and did something we know she's capable of doing. But that balanced scoring is what you need, especially at this time of the year. I think it makes it so hard for teams to defend you when you can do that.
Hedda Satman continuing to play well, 9 points, had that big and one down the stretch to keep you guys in it late. Just your thoughts on how she's been stepping up these last couple of weeks down the stretch for you guys.
It's so exciting for me because we talked about not too long ago, she was a young one on the team when we won a championship, and we said we need that Satman back because she was starting for us. She had to start because we had an injury on our team at the time, ACL tear, and she stepped up and made some big plays at tournament time. So I love that big Sat's back. We call her 2021 Sat's back, and I think she's showing things that seniors should do. And I'm really happy for her because she's one person. You talk about a fifth year who's been in the program, and we talk about knowing what it means. I call her our anchor, which means she's keeping us, this ship, right where it needs to be. And she's shown that all year long. And there's been moments in execution when she has not been in the game. And she sits there and she's just as, she cheers her teammates on and she's part of it. But to see her do this now is really exciting. And I know everyone, we call her Big Sat whenever she makes that 3. So I'm hoping she has some more of those left, for tomorrow.
Got a question back here. Go ahead. Do you have a question for them? Yeah.
Amaris.
Amaris.
Okay, sorry. You're back at home. You're a local kid to Philly. So how does that really feel to really start getting a hot hand now, and potentially being in this tournament?
I mean, if it feels like everything, bringing that Philly toughness and then bringing that to the team, and then make it so contagious that everyone's picking that up. And I mean, you see the result. We're so tough. We got to do whatever it takes, and we're winning. So we're just doing one by one right now. So.
Got a question for you on Zoom. Go ahead, Brooke. Let me see if I can get it. She was asking, saying in the second quarter, both teams went on 6-0 runs. What was the importance, both in terms of finding consistency in the second half, as it mostly became a one-possession game in the third and fourth?
I think we knew this was going to be a possession game. I think if I talked to Sarah before the game, we know it's always a battle. Our games with Delaware have been possession games this season, so knowing that, it was really important us to stay focused on those things that we need to do in execution, and I think that's a big thing. We found times when we could run and score, and I think we did a great job stopping them on their run. But I think those execution and those runs, you have to be able to control how you respond to them. And that's the biggest thing all year, just adjusting to runs and being able to say, hey, you know what, now it's time for us to get our stop and our score. And we keep it pretty simple, one possession at a time, a score and a stop. That's our focus every time.
And go.
Yeah, Coach, scoring-wise, not going to show up in the box score, but Grace O'Neal, 6 rebounds, 3 assists, all over the floor defensively, 3 steals, in on so many plays, took 2 charges. Also, went offload, hobbled, so I guess, 1, any concern for her tomorrow, but 2, just that Philly toughness, right, and her sticking it out and playing a role, not doing the scoring, but doing all the little things you guys needed today.
She certainly does that, and that's something. She's one of the toughest players I've ever coached on the floor. She's that gritty point guard. She's willing to do whatever it takes for her team to win. And the great part is having Amaris and Grace back. I don't know if you guys know, a long time ago they were teammates when they were in grade school. So when Amaris did join us this year, I have the picture of them on my door, and it's funny because they're both in their little uniforms and they're so cute. And to have them back together as a pair, I'll take it because they're pretty much a dynamic duo, and they certainly showed that today. But Grace O'Neal, I can't say enough about what she does for our team. Those charges, she's willing to do whatever it takes to win a game, and that's a true teammate, and that's a true team to me.
Well, Maris, on that shot down the stretch that you hit, you had a little time there, right? And so I know for shooters, sometimes it can catch you off guard. Looked for a split second like you were surprised. What was going on through your mind when you realized you had the open shot to take the lead down the stretch?
Shoot it. As soon as I was like, okay, I'm shooting it. And when it left, I saw it go in. I was like, okay, let's stay calm. 0-0 until that buzzer 0-0. So, yeah.
All right. Anything else? All right. Congratulations. We'll see you tomorrow.
Thank you.
Thank you.